All right, guys, happy Wednesday. Social studies today. We're going to continue talking about our globe here. Yesterday we talked about lines of latitude and lines of longitude. And the lines of latitude go east and west, but they count up and down. So we have either north or south of the equator. Whereas lines of longitude, I would think of the root word long. They're long. They go from the top to the bottom. They're skinnier at the top and wider in the middle. They start at the prime meridian and they count east and west. Today we want to take a look at our globe as it looks in the real world. We're round like this. Even though most of our maps are flat, our globe is round. Map makers combine lines of latitude and longitude to form a grid. A grid is a set of crisscross lines. The grid below is called a global grid because it covers all the Earth. Using the lines of latitude and longitude on the globe grid, you can locate places anywhere in the world. Let's find New Orleans on the map below. It is 30 degrees north of the equator, or 30, that little sign means degrees, north. It is also 90 degrees west of the prime meridian, or 90 little degree sign west. Let's find it. Here's New Orleans. It falls on 30 degrees north, this line, and this one here is 90 degrees west. So kind of like a multiplication table. You find it from the side and from the top, and that's where New Orleans is. Geographers call the degrees of latitude and longitude a set of coordinates. You state latitude first, then longitude. New Orleans coordinates are 30 degrees north and 90 degrees west. I don't know if you guys know this, but this is how our GPSs work. When you put in "take me to Pick and Save" into your phone automatically knows the Pick and Save is at 38 degrees north and 95 degrees west, with a lot of more little decimal points, and that's how it gets you there. The city of Ouija, Angola, is located at 8 degrees south and 15 degrees east. Find this location by putting your finger on the map where the equator and the prime meridian meet. So here's the equator, going across on the equator, and here's the prime meridian. And now we're 15 degrees east, so that would be east, and then we are 8 degrees south, and south would be this way. And there it is right there. Move your fingers east to the 15. So far, so good. Now you have a problem. The 8 south parallel is not marked on the map. You know, though, that 8 means that it lies between the equator and 15. So you move your finger along the 15 meridian until you spot halfway between these two parallels. You will find the city you are looking for. Alright, today we want to start looking at special purpose maps. Geographers make different kinds of maps for different purposes. Maps that show natural features are called physical maps. Physical maps shows landforms such as mountains, valleys, and plains. They also show bodies of water such as rivers, lakes, and oceans. Other maps shows human features. For example, a political map shows cities, capitals, states, and countries. Special purpose maps show just one kind or type of information. Rainfall maps, for example, show how much rain falls in different parts of the world. Population maps show how many people live in different areas. Language maps shows what kind of language the people speak in different places. Now, we don't have one of these in our book. I wish we did, because I think that would be really cool. One example of a special purpose map is an elevation map of the United States. Elevation is the height of land above the ocean. The surface of the ocean, called sea level, is at 0 elevation. The highest point in North America is Denali, or Mount McKinley in Alaska. Its elevation is 20,320 feet. What does the map show about your state's elevation? So here is our elevation of the United States. Now, most maps have a title, so this will tell you what you're seeing on this map. Then they have a key, and look at ocean is the blue down here. That's 0. And then you move up. So you got this little greenish. That's you're not very high off the ground. And then you got the brown. You're about 1,000 feet. Then you got that little tannish color. You're 5,000. And then the darker brown, that's 10,000 feet. When I was in Alaska, Mount McKinley, that is in that darkest brown because that's way higher than 10,000 feet. It's twice that high. So there's Mount McKinley. All right, so where's our state? Well, here's Wisconsin, and here's Milwaukee right here. And so Milwaukee's in the green. So we're 0 to 1,000 feet above sea level. Notice these guys along the coast over here. This is where a lot of those hurricanes hit. Notice that they're right about sea level. That's when those big hurricane comes, they can pour so much water on this area of the country. Well, check out where our mountains are. This is the Appalachian Mountains. And over here are the Rocky Mountains. And you can see this is way high above sea level. Some of the highest mountains are in Colorado. All right, we have different kinds of special purpose maps today in our assignment. Now, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for you to do on the computer, but if you want to, start scrolling ahead on the computer, pause the video, and scroll all the way to page 332. 332, we got 3 maps that we need for today. Down at the bottom is the population. At the top is the elevation map and the annual rainfall. In the next 2 days, we'll have questions on those. In your Wednesday packet, you should have these 2 maps. We're going to answer the maps in 2 places, 1 right on our sheet and 2 on the map. So let's start by putting our names on there. Today we want to take side 1, the first 5 questions, and tomorrow the second 5. So we'll start in Wednesday's Thursday folder and we'll end in Thursday's. All right, which region has the highest elevation? Keyword elevation. So let's go to the elevation map. We're looking for regions. So these are our 5 regions. We have the Northeast, Southeast, the Midwest, the Southwest, and the West. So which region? Well, this is the Midwest. I'd say not that one. Southwest is Oklahoma doesn't have that many mountains. The West, California, Nevada, Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, I would say the West. So which region has the highest elevation? Let's put it here. It's called the West. And let's find that on our map. It's here by California, goes on Utah, Colorado, and up. This is the West. Okay? Number 2, which state has the highest elevation? Iowa, Idaho, or Kentucky? Here's the elevation map. Idaho. There's Idaho. Okay, that's pretty high. We're looking at our little key here. That one's pretty high. Our other one is Iowa. Over here. Some greens, some browns, but not as dark. So far it's Idaho. And where's Kentucky? Kentucky's in the east. Here it is. So Kentucky is at just above sea level, a little brown. So obviously it's Idaho. So let's go ahead and put Idaho on this one. And let's find Idaho here. It's in the west. It's this one. If you turn it a little bit sideways, it looks like it's got a handle on it. Idaho. Okay? Idaho. Let's move on. Question number 3. It says, which state has the most area in the highest elevation? Most area, highest elevation. So the highest elevation is the dark brown. At first I thought it was Alaska because Alaska's got Mount McKinley, but that's got a lot of green in it. It's got these 2 little mountain ranges in it. So I'm looking for the darkest brown. Wyoming's got a bunch here. This is where Yellowstone National Park is. That's a beautiful part of the country. Look at Colorado. Colorado's actually known for its ski hills. So Colorado's got the highest elevation. Go ahead and find Colorado. Notice it's just the exact square. I'm going to say Texas and up. So Texas and up, here's Colorado. Colorado. A lot of O's in Colorado. So we're talking about elevation. Notice where a lot of our elevation answers are coming from. They're coming from the west. All right, you guys are moving right along here. Number 4. Which region, now we're looking at the regions, has the most area at an elevation less than 1,000 feet? So let's look at our key here on our map. Less than 1,000. So green. So which region's got the most green? I don't think I know. I see a lot of green browns and a lot of green and browns. So I'm thinking it's the southwest or the northeast. Southeast or northeast. And boy, this is all green, almost all green. Some of these have brown, so I'm going to say the southeast. And let's go ahead and let's see if we can't figure out the southeast here. Between Texas and Louisiana, around Arkansas, we're going to include this Kentucky. This is a river here that makes Kentucky have that jagged border. West Virginia, and then out to the coast. This is the southeast. Okay, number 5, last one for today. Which region receives the most annual rainfall? Now we've moved on from the elevation questions to the rainfall map. So we're going rainfall. And it's pretty obvious, the darker the green, the more rain you get. So we're looking for some of the darkest green spots. Now I notice there's a lot of dark green out here in Washington. That's because the water in the Pacific Ocean turns into rain after it evaporates and condenses, and so we get a lot of rain along the coast. But we're talking about a whole region here. We want this whole region. So which region has a lot of rain? I don't know if I can decide. I hope that you're seeing both the southeast and the northeast. I think they're pretty similar. The northeast has this one little spot here in New York that doesn't. Otherwise, it's. Let's put down both. Southeast and northeast. And let's go ahead and let's include the northeast here. It slices along Pennsylvania and New York here, all the way up to Maine and along the coast. And let's label this one the northeast. Guys, that's it for today. We're going to do these other 5 tomorrow. Some of them are going to work with population, some are going to work with rainfall. Now you can take these and put them in your Wednesday packet, and then tomorrow we'll retrieve them there, or you can already put them into your Thursday packet. We'll need these for tomorrow's lesson. All right, guys, have a great day.